Hello everybody, and welcome to yet again another Trolley Tuesday video. And here's something a little different for you. We're not on the layout, we're on the workbench. Why? Because this car does not actually work yet. This is my 1949 original Pittman trolley, and this one I got in a lot of 2 streetcars. The other one I will feature in a future video, but this one I am going to be restoring. Now, I've been trying to figure out what transit company this one is supposed to be based off of. I know that the little logo in the middle features the state of Utah, which is interesting. And unfortunately, on both sides, the top decal has been ripped at the side, so it just says Rapid Transit Company. But I do know that it would have said something up here before, which is interesting. Now, I know a lot of people are going to ask me, well, James, how can you tell that this is a Pittman trolley? Because it looks just like a Bowser car, just, with some added details. Well, number one, we're going to look at the people catchers right here. Here is the look of them. Oh dear. So as you see, the people catchers are actually, they're not a 2D cutout. They're just not a flat piece of metal that you cut out and put onto there. They are actually 3 individual bars, and they're screwed into the front of the frame. So that's the first part. The second part, if we look at the chassis underneath, most Bowser cars have screws on the sides to hold the car body on to the chassis. However, this car, the chassis is actually multiple pieces, and there's screws on the underside which hold it. There's also some extra detailing pieces right here for the underside frame. And now here's the other interesting part. The trucks are different. A Bowser car will usually have the trucks have a center screw mount in the middle, and they have these 2 little arms that go off to the sides to give the look that they're a round frame truck. Whereas the Pittman cars, this one, you can tell this is a particularly early one because it actually uses a pin to hold the frame in place. There's actually a little pin that pushes in and it holds it. If I pull that out, the whole thing will come apart on both sides. Also, the motor is not exposed on this one. I think this might be a slightly later generation motor put into this car. But as you see, the motor is completely encased. There's no gear mechanism visible, although actually, the entire thing is gear driven. If it wasn't, then there would obviously be a chain drive mechanism that would be exposed underneath here, but it's not. Another way that you can tell is that the Pittman cars, their bodies are not flat. They actually do have some detailing to them. As shown right here, you can see the individual slots that have been cut out on the side right here, as you see. Very nice. And the same thing can be seen on the fronts of the car. Now, I have yet to have a trolley that actually has these stylized windows specifically, which is very nice. Also, you notice the slots at the front are not as thick, nor are the window frames. They're very, very thin. So here you can very easily see the slots right there. And also there's a destination board on both ends of the car, which is really nice. Now, the biggest dead giveaway that this is a Pittman car, and a very early one, is its roof. And that is, now all Pittman cars have 2 trolley poles on them, and they have 2 sets of hooks on them. Now, the idea is some of these cars actually have an E-unit in them, and the way that the E-unit would function is based off of what position the poles are in. Unfortunately, mine only came with one pole, so I've got to find or build a new one. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But basically, if one pole was up while the other is down, so for instance, this one is down, this one is up, it would go in this direction. If this one was down and the opposite one was up, it would go in the opposite direction. Very few of those types of E-units for these cars are still around, much less if you can find them in working condition. Mine, unfortunately, does not have the E-unit in it, but you can see the motor on the inside. It's a little hard to see, but it's in there. Let me bring it around to the side there. You can get a better picture. And you also can see the wires right here, here, and here that are going up and into the roof. And that is because the poles on the Pittman cars are designed to actually pick up power from an overhead catenary system, or OCS, which is very nice. As for what I'm going to paint this car into, I don't know yet. It's a work in progress, which is kind of rare for you guys to see on the channel. So yeah, we might get to see this car again one day. But for now, that's just what we've got for it today. There's a close-up of the logo. Let's see if the camera will want to focus today. Will it or will it not? I guess not. And then right over here we have a pay as you enter sign. I believe there's another one, yep, on the other side, which also says it. Or no, wait, that one says please have fare ready. Okay, that's interesting. It's actually unique. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video.